Kershaw's back. The Dodgers swept the Rockies, and they won 8 in a row.
Check it out.
Hey guys, welcome to Lad Talk. We're back with another episode, and we got another special guest here. Jimmy, it's good to have you back.
About time. Sorry for my absence.
What have you been up to?
Just watching my favorite team tear it up, trying to make a push.
The Dodgers?
No. I wish I was.
You wish you were a Dodgers fan?
Yeah, but I just can't do it.
Why not?
You just can't do it.
What's his problem?
I don't know. East Coast, East Coast.
He needs to get it together.
You don't know what coast I like.
Yeah,
it's the
they
East
don't.
Coast.
They don't
It
know.
is the East Coast, though. Anyway, back to the show.
Little eggs.
So, Kershaw's back.
In a great way.
In a great way.
Needed him.
He went on Thursday against the Colorado Rockies, went 5 innings in his return.
Sucks to be the Rockies.
It does suck to be the Rockies.
It really does. I mean, they're bad.
Rock bottom.
Good one. Kershaw's on a roll, dude.
Kershaw went 5 innings, allowed 1 run on 3 hits, struck out 4. Did allow a home run. He does that from time to time.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
kind of his calling card.
Especially now. But
Great game with a home run. It's whatever.
Yeah. As long as it's a solo shot, you can get away with those.
For sure.
Dodgers fell behind early.
Mhm.
Couldn't get things going against Ty Block, the former Giant.
Oh, he had our number.
For some reason, thumber.
For some reason, his ERA at Dodger Stadium is like 2.5. His ERA is phenomenal.
Why is he so good at Dodger
He
Stadium?
loves pitching at that stadium. Don't know.
Some people are just built for the spotlight, I guess. You know, maybe they should sign him.
Well, otherwise his ERA is terrible. It's just at Dodger
Yeah,
Stadium.
but maybe he likes it there. Sign him and see what he can do. Maybe he'll tear the franchise apart. We'll see.
Only. Why would you say something like
It's not my show.
You didn't want to do a Dodger hate video? You sure?
There's nothing to hate on right now. Mason.
You heard that. You heard that. Camera.
Following Kershaw, we saw Ryan Yarbrough, the new lefty. We got a thumber of our own.
I like him. I like him coming out of that, or coming into that long relief position. He does great. So, I mean, if the Dodgers want to do which I don't like, but if they want to do the whole opener, instead of actually having a traditional starter, if they want to have an opener for an inning and then let him go 4 or 5 innings, it looks like it could work. I hate that, though.
I can't stand that.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, in that regard, I'm a baseball purist for sure.
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Although, if you do want to only throw Michael Grove 1 inning, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I agree. Especially when you get into the postseason, you can't rely heavily on these rookies because it's scary. Postseason's scary, man.
Scary stuff.
Dodgers know about scary postseasons, man.
Yeah,
We've seen it one too many times.
we have.
No, but seriously, your guys' bullpen, I mean, in the second half so far has really picked it up,
Best in NL, and I want to say top 2 or 3 in baseball. All of baseball since coming back from
Damn right it is. But it's not number 1. You know who's number 1?
Not your team.
It is.
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe that.
I don't think so.
Roll the tape, guy.
Let's give it a Google.
Give it a goob.
Just the bullpen. I'm not talking about the entire...
I think this is too specific of a search.
Guess we'll never know.
We don't care that much. So, the Dodgers, Max Muncy, liftoff against Ty Block in the 7th.
Yes.
Tied it up. We scored another one in the bottom of the 8th. Walked away with a narrow 2-1 victory in this one.
A win's a win.
Too close to call against the Rockies though, but yeah, I'm happy we won. He just shut us down. I wouldn't say nervous, I was more pissed off. Like, it's the Rockies, hit the guy. And we just had our number. Come on. You gotta win against these teams.
Gratterall with a perfect 9th. He's been great for us.
Yeah.
1.62 ERA.
It's a ticking time bomb.
Why would you say that?
I don't think so.
I'm not a Dodgers fan. Live with it.
Moving on to Friday, we saw Lancelot Lynn going up against Austin Gumbo.
More like it.
And he's been fantastic for us. Lancelot Lynn.
His ERA since coming to the Dodgers, he has a 3-0 record, and his ERA is 2. Just coming to the Dodgers. So he's been
pretty
nearly perfect. Pretty good.
His overall ERA is now dropped below 6. It's at 5.88.
It was like 7 something. It was not good.
He loves not being on the south side of Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would agree. Apparently, if you play in Detroit, you want to stay in Detroit, but that's neither here nor there. I'd rather go to LA.
He got touched up the other day, too.
Good.
Good.
Eduardo.
Good.
Yeah, we're happy about that.
Rodriguez.
We're happy about
We're
it.
happy about it.
I'm glad you knew we were talking about.
Because
Because that's all we've been talking about. That's all we've been talking about.
Might have played for my favorite team in the past.
Yeah.
Oh.
What a loser.
Little hints here. I don't know.
Might have a couple World Series rings. I don't know.
So Lance Lynn going 5 innings in this one, allowing just 1 run on 4 hits, striking out 9. The Rockies strike out more than anybody in baseball, and we saw it here in this game.
They make pitchers look good, that's for sure.
Austin Gomber allowing 8 hits, still limited the Dodgers to just 2 runs over those 8 hits. So Dodgers not getting it going until the 6th inning.
That's how it's been, man. I mean, since the All-Star break, we've been winning, but it's been late in the games, which I would prefer, but you can't give up a lead. You know, you can't get down 4 or 5 runs and expect to come back every time.
Sure.
They haven't done that, so I'm just hoping that we don't get into that. And you can't always rely on having a slow start in the postseason. You got to get started fast.
Yeah, dude. I mean, if there's anything I know about playoff baseball, that's like by the bottom of the first, you're already down 4, and you're like, what the hell just happened? It's crazy.
Game speeds up a little bit.
Yeah,
It does.
really does.
So the bullpen was good in this one, not allowing any runs after Lance Lynn came out in the 5th. Mookie Betts was 2 for 3, drove in a run. Freddie 1 for 4, he drove in 2. David Peralta with an RBI hit in this one. So all around team effort.
Yep.
Dodgers winning 6-1. Moving on to Saturday, we saw Tony Gonsolin with a much needed quality start in this one.
Yes.
He went 6 innings, allowed just 1 run on 3 hits, struck out 6. He's not a guy that gets a lot of strikeouts, but
He's a ground ball guy.
ground ball with that splitter.
Yeah, we contact.
But against this Rockies team, able to rack up 6 Ks. Evan Phillips with the save in this one, his 17th of the year, struck out all 3 guys he faced.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have that whole traditional closer role, but it seems like Phillips has pitched the 9th more than anybody. So you can kind of say he's the closer, but we really don't have a traditional closer role. But he's been that guy.
Been kind of a rotating door of closers this year.
But I'm okay with that because you don't want to overuse, your go-to guy every single game. When, you know what, if they're up by, 3, 4, 5 runs, why throw them? They don't.
The only hard part is when you're getting into the postseason.
Yeah.
And it's like you need the experienced guy back there, so we'll see.
How do you feel about the closer role, Jimmy? Do you think it should be a set guy, or are you okay with it kind of?
I think historically teams that have a defined closer end up being a little bit better. But that's few and far between. It's hard to find a lights out guy. There's at any given moment in the league probably 2 or 3 of them. Like the guy on the Orioles, is the top of the league right now. But there's not one of those on every team.
Yeah.
And that doesn't determine whether a team's good or not either, for that matter.
It's true.
And it kind of seems like except for you got the exceptional few, Mariano, different guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a guy will be at the top of his game for 4 to 5 years and then kind of just falls off.
Yeah, most of them are flamethrowers, man, so
Yeah.
they can't keep that longevity right here for more than 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we know that front and center, Kimbrel, not the guy he used to be.
True.
And he does it for no reason anymore.
It's kind of funny. He gets so many pitch clock violations, and the catcher's not even putting the sign down. He's just pressing a button.
What the hell are you looking at? Oh, nice cleats. Okay, fastball.
So Will Smith with a home run in this one, his 15th of the year. Outman drove in 2 in this one.
Yes.
The offense has been on fire. Rosario, he's been hitting the ball real hard.
And you know what? They said that he's just known for his offense, but he has made some plays defensively. I love his glove, and he hits the ball too hard. He hits the ball too hard to not keep in the lineup.
So what you're saying is, no glove, no love, but he has a glove, so you love his glove.
I love him in the lineup, sure.
Dodgers winning this one 4-1.
I'm happy that Smith was finally. I'm going to cut you off, but I'm happy that Smith was. Seems like he's starting to get something rolling because he has just been ice cold since the end of June. He's done nothing. He did nothing July, and he's starting to now kind of taper off and do something good.
The Fresh Prince is back.
I hope so.
So going on to the series finale on Sunday. Dodgers going for the 4-game sweep, looking to get their 8th win in a row, and they did just that. Julio was good again. He went 7 innings, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits. Struck out 12.
Wow. Career high. That was tied his career high. 12 strikeouts in 1 game. It's pretty good.
Probably needed that kind of game, to be honest with you, man.
Yep.
He's had a rough year.
Yeah.
And what sucks is it's his contract year. So, I mean, who knows? I think the way it was going, if he wasn't going to actually have these quality starts he has now had, if he didn't have those, I think he was going to maybe sign like a week 1-year deal to go back and try to prove himself again in the open market. But who knows? I mean, if he has a great second half, he could still get, a pretty decent sized contract.
The Tigers will go off with like 12 years, $50 million. He'll end up jumping ship like some of those guys do, just because one team will be able to pay what the Dodgers would. It wouldn't even scratch.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the Dodgers extend him a qualifying offer.
Yeah.
Because then you get that draft pick attached to him, and then, if it doesn't work out with him going somewhere else, they'll bring him back, probably on a short-term deal like you brought up. But, in your walk year, you got to show out.
And he has been. Apparently, I don't know how long they categorize this, but he has been the best second-half pitcher for the last however many, I think 2, 3, 4 seasons. For some reason, he just turns it on in the second half. Yeah.
We'll see.
Good to know.
He's done it so far.
We'll see.
So hopefully that stays true.
Mookie, 2 for 5 in this one. He drove in 2. Freddie, a rare 0-fer in this one.
No.
Real rare.
Rosario went 2 for 3 in this one with a couple doubles. He's hitting the ball real hard. Miguel Rojas with a home run. He drove in 4. Mickey Rowe.
You never know who's going to produce on a given day. I mean, there was a day where Muncy hit in all 2 or 3 runs with his 2 or 3 hits, and that was it. And then you go out and you can have a game like today where everybody's getting a couple RBIs each. I mean, it was a good game overall. Fun to watch.
So the Brooms came out. We swept the Rockies. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
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 No, bye-bye. Everybody expected it. Moving on. Going Tuesday, it'll be Bobby Miller.
At Miller Park.
It's at Dodger Stadium.
That would be, it would be more fitting. It would be more fitting, yeah.
But it is Miller time indeed against the Brewers. Milwaukee's come to town. It'll be Adrian Hauser going up against Bobby Miller, who's 6-2 with a 3.89 ERA. Lineups looks like it's going to be Mookie at second, Freddie at first, Will Smith's doing the catching behind the plate, Max Muncy's at third, Jumbo Dongs Martinez is DHing in the 5-hole.
He's back. We need him.
Peralta in left, Hayward's in right, Outman in center, and then Miguel Rojas is going to be at short in the 9-hole.
That's a heavy left-handed lineup.
That is a heavy left-handed lineup going up against Hauser, the righty. On the Brewers side, you got Yelich in left. William Contreras is catching. Carlos Santana, newly acquired by the Brewers, is at first base.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Frelick, their new rookie, is in center field. Adames at short. Mark Canha, former Met there. He's DHing. Kanya. Cocaine. Monasterio at third base. Turang at second. And Tyrone Taylor in right field.
Yelich is having a much better season than he has had before, batting .290.
They're trying to make a push, man. So you might see him put up some fights, especially if they get if they get Burns pitching. This year, I don't know if he's lined up to or not.
He is third game of this series. So, and he's not having his Cy Young season. I mean, it's hard to do that, consecutively, but he's having a pretty solid season.
The Brewers are historically the team they're like the letdown team. Like they
have high expectations.
They beat out the Cardinals, they beat out the Cubs, man. They make the playoffs and then they get knocked out in the first round. So they're trying to prove themselves. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think they've gotten past. I mean, historically, because the Dodgers are right in their way, but they haven't gotten to the World Series, I think, in a long time. Postseason push, but fall short.
Yeah.
They've got the pitching to do it. It just doesn't
Yes.
seem like they really have the it factor. They
That's
can't
what it
just
is.
get over the hump.
That's what it is. So we'll see if anyone comes alive this next 40 games or so.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of the early 2010s Pirates.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, or like the 2016 Brewers. You know, like
Yeah,
that is a good
Lorenzo
one.
Cain, you know, like all these guys that
Very true.
just weren't it.
So, should be a good game. It's Miller time. Moving on to Wednesday's game. It'll be Kershaw Day.
Yay.
He's now 10-4 with a 2.51 ERA on the year.
Pretty good.
Good to have him back.
Yes.
He'll be going up against Wade Miley, who is...
That'll be a fun matchup.
Yeah. Oh, that was weird. Where'd Duff go?
He's gone.
He died.
I think he died.
I think he died.
Which is ironic because he sells life insurance.
Well, I hope he has some. He's a good salesman if he has some. So we'll see. We'll find out.
Do you
We'll
think
let
he
you
bought
know.
life insurance from himself?
I would.
Why not? He died.
That guy died.
He's dead now.
He did. All right. Kershaw against Miley.
Kershaw against Miley.
Should be good.
Wade Criley after this one. He got roughed up by the Dodgers last time. They scored 8 runs against him.
Yeah, not looking good. Good for us. Bad for them. Hopefully we can get a repeat.
Expecting more of the same here.
Rerun. Should be fun.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I can make a rhyme any time.
As far as the Brewers are concerned, the only one with success against Kershaw is Yelich. He's
Yeah.
hitting .409 against him with 2 home runs.
He's seen him more than anybody.
22 at-bats
Yeah.
there. Mookie against Wade Criley is hitting .474 and 19 at-bats with a homer.
Bang.
Freddie has hit .348 against him in 23 at-bats. He's got
Good.
2 home runs against him.
Mhm.
So expect another good offensive performance
Yes.
from this Dodgers team.
I expect a lot. It's going to be a good series because, I mean, they're both postseason contending teams. The Dodgers really haven't seen much of that in recent, so it's going to be good to come out of these, series where you should win and then play against another contending team. They got to produce.
About to produce.
Gotta produce.
Then in the series finale on Thursday, it'll be a 7-10 start in Los Angeles. It'll be Lance Lynn going up against a Bakersfield boy, Corbin Burns.
Lancelot versus Burnsy. Shout out to Burns. I hope we beat your butt, but congrats, dude. He's the top pitcher in the MLB, top 10 over the last however long he's been in the league, and he's from Bakersfield.
Represent!
It's good.
So it'll be a fun series. We're going to be talking about it next episode.
Yes.
Make sure you tune in for that one.
Don't forget.
We also had some news from a Dodger fan who vowed to name his daughter after Mookie if Mookie hit a home run from the on-deck circle. He told him that.
So the next at bat, if Mookie hit a home run, he'd name his daughter after him.
And he did just that.
He did? Oh.
He did just
I didn't
that.
even read that till now. Very
Giuseppe Mancuso
cool. That's the fan's name?
is the fan's name. Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
It's a great name.
Giuseppe. I used that name in a joking manner. Is his name really Giuseppe?
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe Don. That's funny. Giuseppe Don.
Giuseppe naming his daughter Francesca Mookie Mancuso. What a name.
That's a solid name.
It's a solid name.
That's a good name.
We're here for it.
Man, what a way to end the podcast. A little family fun, friendly atmosphere. Oh, they have a picture. It's probably this guy.
I bet it's that guy.
I bet he's on the phone. It's a picture
He's
of
like-
him on the phone pointing. It's got to be that
He's
guy.
like, I'm gonna name my daughter after you.
Oh, that's funny.
Good
and then
stuff.
Mookie replied to it. He goes, one of the coolest moments of your boy's entire career. Bro's a man of his word. What a guy. That's really cool.
Good stuff. Cool story.
It's good to be Dodger fans.
Good to be a
man.
Dodger fan. It's fun. We enjoy it. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Fun to go to the games. More often than not, you're going to win. It's good.
Good. So that does it for us here on Lad Talk. Guys, if you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. As always, let's go Dodgers.
Adios.
Cool.
R.I.P.
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 R.I.P. Jimmy Duff.